Well, hi there. Welcome back to Colorado and Company. You know, history comes to us in different shapes and sizes, and that's why you're invited to learn about your own treasures at an upcoming Antiques Roadshow appraisal fair. Now, here with your invitation, we got Nancy McNally and Adam Jacobson. Good to see you both.
Great to see you.
You look wonderful. So, Nancy, you're all about keeping history alive. How big is the Westminster Historical Society collection?
We had a meeting last night, and I've learned 13,000 artifacts and pictures that are put digitally on computer, and we have our museum and history center where you can see some of these things.
Very nice. How did the museum get a hold of all of these or collect them?
Well, we get calls from people either downsizing and needing to move, and they've lived in the city all these years, and could you use this, could you use that? Sometimes we can't use them, but we'll try to find other places that can. Sometimes we find things from other states, and we contact museums and help people save those history items.
You also keep history alive by offering really cool programs like Grandmother's Trunk or Grandma's Trunk.
The trunk shows. We have a patriot who dresses, and grandma that dresses so beautifully, and the treasures that are inside those trunks are sometimes over 100 years old, and so all ages. Cool. We take it to schools. Sometimes they come to the history center to have the trunk show. We go to churches, but it's just so much fun, and they're in character. So if you ask a question that's not during the period, they'll say, well, I don't think that's been invented yet.
An iPhone? What is an iPhone? So, Adam, speaking about being in character, who are you dressed up as today?
So I'm dressed up as my great-great-grandfather who immigrated to the United States from Sweden. So as you can tell, we like to dress up, and we dress up for pretty much all of our events, which is a lot of fun.
That's really cool. You're honoring Grandpa, your great-great-great-grandpa. Talk about the certificate sitting in front of you.
Sure. So this is a really important document that we brought out today. It's the Honorable Discharge Certificate from the Civil War. And it's dated 1864, and it's signed by President Abraham Lincoln, and it's also signed by his Secretary of War.
Whoa, how did you get that?
So this item was donated to us by one of our volunteers.
Wow, my goodness, that is like a huge find, isn't it?
Yeah, it was an honor to get it.
So lucky. Okay, check out this washboard. Give me the history behind this, Nancy.
1918 washboard. My grandmother used it. When I was a young child, I went downstairs, watched her use it, and then she got the wringer machine, and I got to crank that.
Oh, how fun.
But it stayed in the family, so.
So this is actually your grandmother's. Oh, how interesting. That's very cool. You also brought a little book here.
My mom was a school teacher, one room, and don't know when she received this. It's the Book of Knowledge, and it has things that haven't changed today. Stress causes illness.
Yeah, wow, surprise, surprise.
So it has all sorts of little treasures in there.
Wow, very cute. You really are quite the collector. You have some great stuff. What are some of the good antiques for us to bring to this roadshow?
You know, it's anything that you think you don't know about, because we're going to have 24 appraisers that will tell you about jewelry or books or paintings, and maybe you'll find out what kind of treasure you have.
You know, you always watch those TV shows and they're like, well, I got this old map at a thrift store and it's like worth $2 million. Why can't that be me? What are some of the rarest antiques that you ever found?
Well, I haven't found any. I think this Abraham could be one of our treasures.
How much do you think that's worth?
I'm not sure. I think people are going to have to show up and find out.
Oh, to find for the appraisal. Gosh, I'm surprised that's not under lock and key. And somebody just said, hey, this has been in my family. I want to donate it to you?
Yeah, and we're actually doing some of the research now. We're tying back the individual who donated the document. We're trying to tie that back to her family and make the connection with Westminster. So.
Oh, that's so exciting. You know, we are called like the plant nerds, my little family, because like we like to go do these things all the time. We love history, we love antiquing, we go on road trips, we stop everywhere trying to find a good gem. Can we become part of the Historical Society?
Absolutely. We have memberships, and we always have things going on. July 1st, you can come visit Vintage Baseball, because we do that game by the 1870 rules.
Really? Vintage baseball? How fun! We'll bring our antiques, but we'll leave the metal detectors at home. That's what we'll do. Now you know why we're called nerds. We all get out there, all of us. All right, dust off your oldies but goodies. It's the Antique Roadshow Appraisal Fair this Saturday, February 25th from 1 to 3 p.m. at Noah's event venue. Tickets, yes, they can be purchased online. Go to westminstercohistory.com.